Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, please start the orientation now.
Yes, ma'am. A very good morning to one and all. I, Ms. Preetham, take immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to our Honorable Principal Ma'am, Ms. Meenal Bakshi, Headmistress Ma'am, Ms. Evelyn Blossom, the coordinators, the teaching fraternity, and dear parents. Thank you for joining us today for the parent orientation for the academic year 2025-26. We are excited to have you here and look forward to sharing important information about the upcoming year. Your involvement and support are invaluable to us so that together we create a nurturing environment for our students. DPS Monarch International School offers a state of the art campus, a world class teaching faculty, technology rich learning, and a holistic approach to ensure a comprehensive, exceptional educational experience for students. So, by setting a positive tone for this meeting, I request the guiding light of our school community, our respected principal ma'am, to address the gathering and give the overview of our school.
Yeah, a very good morning to everyone and thank you, Ms. Preetham. So first of all, many congratulations to all the new parents and we welcome you on board with us and we hope that you will have a great year ahead with DPS Monarch International School and we thank you for choosing this school for your child's education. So to make your child's educational journey enriching and to create a wholesome, good learning experience for them, this is the very first step that to know more about this school, to get familiar with the school policies, what we are up to, and what is your child expected to do, what would be your involvement as a parent. So all these aspects we are going to cover in today's parent orientation. And all the existing parents, thank you so much for your all the support in all these years. And I hope your support would be continued and we will have a great partnership with you. And I wish all the best to everyone for the upcoming session. There is a small change in reopening of the school, which we will be telling you because as per the MOE, the recent circular from MOE, the 6th and 7th April, both days have been declared as an extended Eid holiday for students. So now the reopening of the school would be 8th of April. So today all the parents will get this circular from school. But I thought let me inform all the primary parents since we are in the parent orientation. So the new academic year would start from 8th of April for all the students. Going further, can you please change the slide? Yeah. As I mentioned that in this orientation, you will be informed about a lot of things. So let me start with first with the introduction of the DPS the Family Visionary Leadership Team. And I think it's very important for all the new parents to know that our school is led by our school patron, Ms. Aisha bin Mohammed bin Hammam. And we have an executive committee, which is led by our school president, Mr. Yasir Nainar, and Mr. George Thomas is the vice president. And then we have a team of directors, those who look into different areas of the school. And I am also part of executive committee as a principal. Going further, I will be introducing the academic leadership team with you, which is headed by in primary school by Miss Evelyn Blossom. She is the headmistress for kindergarten and primary. So she is looking after KG1, KG2, and from grade 1 to grade 4. And then we do have a team of coordinators, those who are working with us. So we have academic coordinators for each grade level. So for grade 1, we have Miss Manju. For grade 2, we have Miss Neetu. And for grade 3, we have Miss Akita. Grade 4 is led by Miss Sonia. So these are the 4 academic coordinators. And then we do have activity coordinator, Miss Mohita. She is the activity coordinator from grade 1 to 4. And we do have a head of our special education need department, Miss Thamarai Selvi. And later part of the orientation, I would explain you about our new initiative, which has been taken with regards to special need in our school. Then we have a school counselor on board with us, Miss Akanksha. She is looking after the students' overall well-being. And then we have Mr. Gunjan Kumar. He is the discipline master of the school. And there are 4 teachers in the discipline committee led by Mr. Gunjan. Then we have a special program robotics where we have 2 talented faculty members, Ms. Deepa and Mr. Nikhil Kulkarni, as robotics program in charge. And then we have proper certified nurses with us in school, Ms. Junu and Ms. Sahala. And we do have 2 sick bays facility available in this school. And next, from the admin side, we have Mr. Binoy, who is the IT head. And in the later part of this orientation, he would be explaining you about the school portal and other areas related to IT in the school. Then we have Mr. Muhammad Alim. He is the facility manager. So he usually looks after 3 major areas in the admin. One is facility, second is transport, and third is safety and security of the school. And under him, there are 3 supervisors, those who look after these 3 departments. So we have Mr. Renji Jacob, who is a facility supervisor, Mr. Afzal, he looks into transport, and Mr. Robin, he looks into security. So parents, if you have any concern related to these 3 areas, related to transport of your child, facility, security, you can always get in touch with these 3 supervisors or their head, Mr. Abdul Alim, for any query. Moving forward, I would like to just talk about a little bit about our school motto, especially for the new parents, that you must know what is the school motto, what is the vision and mission and objectives we follow in this school. And you will see in the upcoming session, whenever your child is involved in any activity in the school, you will see how our school motto, mission, objectives, and values are reflected in each activity and the event we organize in the school. So as our school motto says, education with the difference, where we mean no child left behind, and we feel every child can learn and can contribute to something. So this is our motto, and this is what we always try to do in the school, taking every student on board in every activity. Talking about our school vision, which consists 3 key areas. The one is child-centric education, second is value-based curriculum, and third is technology-driven. So you will see the combination of these 3 key areas in our curriculum, activities, events. Everywhere it's quite evident that how these 3 things are integrated in the school programs. Talking about mission, anything which we do as a school objective, as a school vision, the mission is only one, that we want to make our children to be very proactive member of the community, so that they can always give their own bit to make this world a better place to live. So maybe it sounds a little superficial that how one child can make a world a better place to live. But then if every child contributes his or her own bit in the community where they are living, then together we can really make a difference. So this is the mission of our school, and that's how our school vision, objectives, values, and mottos are prepared. So it's very important for all the parents to know that what we follow in a school, so that everybody who is involved in your child's education is on the same page. Moving next. Now, I would be talking about some value-added initiatives. See, apart from CBSE curriculum, which we follow in school based on the curriculum framework given by NEP and CBSE, we do have certain programs which we have initiated in school to make the teaching and learning process more enhanced. And as I told, we believe in a holistic development of a child's educational journey. So just by sticking to curriculum is not enough. So that's why these programs have been added to the curriculum, so that children, based on their own interests, they can participate in these activities and can get maximum out of it. So first of all, we have digital classrooms where we have integrated iPads into learning in terms of video and audio aid. Children use Pearson Active Learning app, where social studies, let's say EVS, for grade 1 and 2, and for grade 3 and 4, it's social studies, science, math, English. For all these 4 core subjects, the Pearson Active Learning app is downloaded in each iPad. So apart from teaching, there are so many other hands-on activities which children do through this app using their iPads. And then they use iPad for the concept recap also, which is basically a digital assessment, and it's very, very diagnostic and formative in nature, because the purpose of having this concept recap as a digital assessment is to see on a regular basis how children are performing, how they are responding to any topic which has been taught to them. And again, it's a learning for teacher also to check whether to revisit the topic, how to prepare the next lesson plan, what is the need of the students in class. So it serves many purpose. So, and to keep the parents also informed on a regular basis, the result of these concept recaps are always informed to parents in the form of monthly progress review, which we publish every month. And it is published in the forms of learning objectives, and where there is assessment criteria. There are 4 standards which have been kept, and in the later part, Ms. Evelyn would explain you under the assessment category how the monthly progress review is prepared and what are the benefits to parents. So, but my request to all the parents is to take monthly progress review very seriously, because this is the time when you can intervene and understand where your child needs your help. And then accordingly, you can always have a discussion with the teacher and go forward. Then we have another initiative, design thinking, where we have we offer a robotics program. We do have 2 robotics labs which are well equipped with 3D printing and other areas, other things. And this is an option program. Any child who feels that they want to do little more in the field of robotics, they can join this program. There is a separate fee for that. For that, the circular has already gone, and it's an entire year program. Earlier, we used to do it term-wise, but then we felt some children leave in between, and then they do not learn it properly. So teachers are preparing these programs on a yearly basis, so that the child can learn whatever is expected to learn in that particular year, and then accordingly the certificates can be issued. So that's why we have brought this change. Instead of making it termly, we have made this program annual. So if child joins this year, for the whole year, child would be registered in this program. And there are 2 classes in a week for robotics program, which is scheduled in the daily timetable. Then for grade 1 and 2, we have come up with a new initiative, that is monthly theme books. So the parents, those who have already bought the books, they must have seen. Otherwise, when you see the books, you will see this time all the subjects are integrated in one book, and every month there is a theme of the book. And based on that theme, all the subjects are taught, just to encourage the interdisciplinary or cross-disciplinary approach in the teaching process. You will see the learning would take place in through these books in a little different way than a traditional way. But then again, it's an inquiry-based learning, project-based learning, where children would really understand the application of the subject rather than just receiving the knowledge of the subject. And then we do have a music academy, as we feel that every child has a different interest. Some may be interested in robotics, some are interested in art, some are interested in music and dance. So we have collaborated with Mr. Stephen Devasi, who is a renowned pianist in India. So it's his academy which we have opened in our school, and this is already functional. Many children have joined this program. So in case if you are interested for your child to learn music, where you want them to learn instruments like guitar, keyboard, piano, tabla, percussion, Indian vocal, Western vocal, or dance, then you can enroll your child for this program. And again, this program would be, the classes would be after school, and transport facilities available for children, those who would like to enroll. Then another initiative which we have taken, and so far we have not done any formal presentation with children, with this parents regarding this program, but soon, as soon as we reopen the school, we will have a special presentation for parents regarding this program, which is especially designed for our special need children. And we have collaborated with an organization, We Excel. It's from Chennai, India, and they are specialized in supporting the children with learning disabilities and other areas where we feel our children are not learning in a way in the normal classroom setting. They require some special attention on a program. So this program is for that, and we will be coming back to all the parents with a lot of details how this program would be structured in school. There are a lot of things involved. in this, I will just give you a brief description or some idea, like there would be individual education plan prepared for these kind of children. There would be pull-out sessions, there would be occupational therapy, speech therapy. And Miss Tamarai will get back to all the parents once we have the team from VXL India. They would be visiting this school in our school in the second week of April. So then we'll have a presentation with parents also. And I'm sure it would be a great benefit to all the students with a special need of education. And as we say, we are an inclusive school. So we always want to cater to such needs of the children. And that's why this program has been especially initiated for special education need children. Then another initiative which we have taken is a reading program. Though we do have a library period integrated in our timetable, but still we feel that children need to read books a lot, and we need to inculcate the habit of reading. Nowadays, what's happening, children are more inclined towards technology. Yes, that is also important, because now with the current scenario, technology is everywhere. But then again, there are certain traditional practices which are equally important, and we need to create a sort of balance between ICT and the other ways of learning. So this year, what we have done, we have added extra period in English and Hindi to make it a proper structured reading period. And we have offered separate reading books for this program. So once in a week for Hindi and for English, there would be a reading program. And maybe after some time, we will be having this program for all the second languages which we offer in school. So this is a special program which we have initiated only for the reading purpose. So children would be given a special book of reading. After completing the reading part, they will be doing self-reflection, they will be writing journals, they would be given a feedback, they will have a show and tell, so that it's not only just reading the book simply, but after reading, there are a lot of associated activities children would be involved in. So again, this is a new initiative just to create a balance between the ICT and with the traditional practices, the way children learn. And of course, if children are good in English, definitely they will be good in other subjects automatically. So these are some value-added initiatives which we are offering in our primary year program. Next slide, please. And these are some important dates which we would like to inform to parents, because we know that you would like to plan your holidays. So as I just mentioned, that now the new academic session would begin on 8th of April for students. Teachers will start from 6th itself. And then from 6th June to 14th June, there would be Eid break again in the June. And summer break would start from 4th July to 30th of August. 31st August would be the first day for students. But for teachers, it would be 23rd of August. And 24th October to 1st November, again, there is a midterm break, which is announced by ministry. And then we will have a winter break from 18 December to 4th January. So 5th January, the school will restart for the children. So all these dates are calendared in our almanac, and soon you will see these dates there also. But again, I want to emphasize on one point, all these dates are given by MOE. In case if there is any change which comes from MOE, then we would be notifying the parents. Like yesterday, we received a notice where 2 days have been extended for Eid break for a student. So maybe for the another Eid break or summer break or midterm break or in winter break, if any change comes from ministry, we'll immediately notify all the parents about that. But these are tentative dates. Now, this is the very important and the last point I would be taking. So, partnership with parents. So, we always believe that in the child's educational journey, the parents and school both play a very important role. And that's why we always encourage a great partnership with parents. We always keep our doors open for parents' feedback. We always try to have an open communication so that we both are on the same page. And in case if there's any feedback concern, we can always listen to parents and we can always improve upon that. So that is going on very well. And as at the beginning, I thanked all the parents for their support for this year. And I wish and I hope that the support would be continued in upcoming year as well. And a special thank to all the PTA members, those who have come up with a lot of ideas and they have given a lot of suggestions and which we have incorporated also. So, but another thing is, I just want to emphasize on the communication and the chain of communication and WhatsApp policy. So, these things are again very important for parents to know. So, as a part of communication, we have a lot of things through which we communicate to parents. First is definitely student almanac, where all the important policies, rules, regulation, including fee structure, academic calendar is published. And then we do have a school portal where all the notices, important things related to academics are also uploaded. Then we do have an Outlook mail where every child has got an email ID, and now teachers would be sending introduction letter, welcome letter to all the parents through email. Then we do have a monthly newsletter, Monarch Bulletin, where we showcase all the events, activities, achievements of student teachers, so that all the parents are updated what we are up to in school. Then we do have social media platforms. We are on LinkedIn, we are on Instagram and Facebook. So I request all the parents to subscribe these social media platforms. So every day you are updated about the school activities, your child's participation, and whatever is happening in school. But I have one request here. Many times we observe that parents write a lot of comments on social media regarding their concerns. So I request and I suggest parents not to do that, because there's no point of expressing your concern on social media. If you have any concern, any feedback, anything which you would like to inform us, please you come and meet us. As I've already told, I will be telling you what is the chain of communication in our school. So through that, you can always come up with your feedback and inform us. And we are ready to listen to you. So in the next slide, I'm showing you chain of communication. So the first and the foremost person to communicate is your child's homeroom teacher, the class teacher. You can share any concern. And then if you feel that you need to inform that concern to coordinator, you can always do that. Then headmistress Miss Evelyn is also there. You can share, you can email. And fourth step is discussing with me in case if you feel your problem was not resolved, the feedback has not been taken, and anything which you feel that you need to inform me as well, you can always write an email to me. In case you want to meet me, you can take a prior appointment from my secretary, Miss Celestine. You can email and fix an appointment. I would definitely love to meet you and talk to you. And then there's a WhatsApp policy. We never endorse any WhatsApp group with teachers and other staff members or with parents. Many parents have created their own WhatsApp groups, so we never take any accountability of that. And if any parent is part of any WhatsApp group, and if any information is given in that group, we never take any responsibility of such information. So please do not rely on such information. If you need to clarify anything, you can always ask us. You can always refer to the circulars which are uploaded by school. So, but I know some parents, for their own convenience, they must have created the groups. So, but those are unofficial groups. We never ask any parent to be part of that group as such. So this is all about from me, and with the hope that we'll have a very, very successful, fun learning year for all the students, teachers, and parents. I conclude my part here because there are a lot of things which you need to understand now from Miss Evelyn about curriculum overview, and then from coordinators about many other things about the school. So once again, thank you so much. And I will see all the students on 8th of April. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your informative insight. Now, I'd like to welcome our beloved headmistress, ma'am, Ms. Evelyn Blossom, to give the overview of the curriculum and the assessments for the primary wing.
Thank you, Ms. Preetham. Good morning to all the parents who have joined us for the parent orientation. It's my pleasure to be here. I am Ms. Evelyn Blossom, the headmistress for kindergarten and primary school. So I will be talking about the primary curriculum overview today and make you understand about the assessments, the policies, the subjects that we offer and everything. So as you know that as ma'am already spoke, how we have integrated the vision, mission, and the motto of the school in our curriculum, which is well integrated in all our teaching and learning practices. Our vision of our school is to provide Monarchians with, I do always call all the students of Monarch as Monarchians, because I believe that they are in the Little Monarch family. And they also, when we call them as monarchians, we make them, take a personal connection with them when it comes to their teaching, learning practices that we inculcate in their day-to-day life for their achievement of every knowledge that they get in our school. So to help you to understand that what are the strategies, we develop their emotional, social, and cognitive skills that are needed to become lifelong learners, which is based, as you are aware, it is totally child-centric, which is activity-based, value-based, which we make sure that every lesson that they learn adds value to their lives, and also technology-driven, as also you've been briefed about it with digital assessment, digital learning platforms and everything, which more I will also be telling, and even the coordinators will give a brief introduction about all the areas that we teach to ensure, that they develop a sense of self in relation to the class, school, and the community itself, which determines the mission of our school, that they will be, some part or playing a role in the community as well. So this is kind of further to develop their independence and self-help skills and to verbally express themselves. We do have lot of child-centric activities and value-based activities, then like role plays, there are show and tell activities, which are all integrated to their language classes, to their English, and even to their other subjects that they learn. So moving forward, as you know that we offer in our school, in our curriculum, we all focus on mainly 7 key areas of learning. The 7 key areas of learning is first is communication and language skills. That is integrated in all the subjects that we teach them. And then reading and writing, which is part of the English language and all the other languages that they learn in school. Physical development through PE activities, then personal, social, and emotional development through their EVS programs for grade 1 and 2, science program, science subjects for 3 and 4, and SST for 3 and 4 as well. Mathematics, then understanding the world around, that is again EVS, and science. Then expressive art and design, this includes music, dance, and art classes that they have. So these are the 7 key areas of learning. And coming up to the next, we also, regarding the curriculum overview, what are the subjects that they learn? So in the main subjects that they learn is mathematics, English, EVS, as I mentioned before, in grade 1 and 2, and social studies and general science for 3 and 4 students. Then we do also offer second language. Second languages are French, Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, Arabic, and Kannada for grade 1 and 4. And then third language we do offer for 3 and 4 grades. That is French, Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, Arabic, Kannada, Telugu, Sanskrit, and Urdu. Then we do have information communication technology, that is our ICT. Apart from this, we do have other subjects that we have, additional subjects that we offer according to Qatar. We also offer Qatar history, where they learn about about the place that they live in, the history, and certain programs which have been introduced from the Ministry of Education. Then they do have, for Muslim students, we do have Islamic studies. While Islamic studies is going on, parallelly for other students, we do have life skills. Then we have physical education, art, music, and dance. So after this, we do have coming up to the second language, as I mentioned earlier. So we have Hindi, French, Tamil, Malayalam, Arabic, Kannada. Please kindly note, Arabic is compulsory as second language for all native speakers. They cannot opt for any other language as their second language as per as MOE directive. Then the third languages that we offer are Hindi, French, Tamil, Kannada, Arabic, Malayalam, Urdu, Sanskrit, and Telugu. Then coming up to the next slide, this is regarding the components of assessments that we follow in our school. Ma'am has already briefed you with a little for you to have an idea about how assessments are done. So we do have 3 components which play a vital role in the assessment practices that we follow in our school. First is the periodic assessments, then after subject enrichment programs that we call as IDPs, which is done. I will further explain about the IDP program, then the classroom observation. Coming up to the periodic assessments, subject enrichment, as we said, integrated projects are done and activities are done, which are also assessed for the children. Then we do have in our concept repacks, spell bee and mental math are also few of assessments that we follow in this school. So coming up to the first kind of assessments that we follow, this is, please kindly note, there are no formal examinations for grade 1 to 4 students. We do have only periodic assessments. Periodic assessments are ongoing assessments. They are called as PT, is like periodic test. So this just gives us, like how ma'am has told, that every month we do have something called a monthly progress review, which is just based on their child's performance, not only in their concept recap, which is our digital assessment, also all the other criterias that we have, how do they do perform in class when they are being assessed, when we do have activities where they are asked to perform in classes. All these also are part of the monthly progress review, where we gauge the student, how well they know. It gives us a diagnostic assessment of where the child is, and how, as a teacher and parents, we can work together to make sure that they can improve. So this gives us like a feedback for parents as well as the teachers as well, how they can make personalized programs with the students, so that they can achieve greater results in their periodic test. So then the descriptors that we follow for the monthly progress reviews are AS accomplished, ES established, and DS developing, and NS needs support. So AS is like they are completely aware of the topics that are being taught, and they do not need any kind of support from the teachers. Established kids, they are aware, and there is a little bit of support whenever there was a need. Developing skills, definitely there is complete need. There is, to a certain extent, there is a need, and need support is completely the child is not able to assess itself by, but they need the teacher support completely. But we do make sure that after this, wherever there is the students are getting DS or NS, we do have a meeting with the parent, with the teacher, so that we find how we can contribute to make sure that they come under established skills and accomplished skills. So that is the main criteria, that these descriptors of observations are followed for the students. Then we do have the term end report, which is twice a year. For you to be more aware about the term end report, we will be going forward to know about the holistic report card that we have inculcated for grade 1 and 2 students. Grade 1 and 2 students do have, according to the NEP, can we go to the next slide, please? Yeah. So the grade 1 and 2 students, according to the HPC, we do have different descriptors. This is based on the activity based. They are all strands related holistic progress report card, where every criteria is minutely gauged, and these assessments are done according to the NEP 2020, which has been released now. We have started this program, HPC, actually for our grade 1 and 2 students this year, as well as for kindergarten, as a pilot program. But from this academic year, it will be completely in practice, because we just introduced this in the previous academic year and our term 2 only. So here we do have the rubrics like beginner, progressing, and proficiency. This will be the key descriptors for grade 1 and 2, where this will also work hand in hand with a periodic test and class observation as well, and their monthly progress review as well. So here, as the same thing, in beginners, it is the competency and associate learning outcome, where the teacher support is needed, where the child has a limited understanding of all the concepts taught, and they are having some learning difficulties of these learning outcomes. In progressing, they are all there to the level, but they still occasional or some support. In proficiency, the children do not need any support at all. They are able to achieve the competency and associated learning outcomes. Coming up to grade 1 and 3 and 4, we do have the term end report for 1 to 3. As I mentioned, along with the holistic report card assessment, we do have the periodic test. So kindly note, in the term 1, the periodic test 1 and subject enrichment program, that is called the IDP program that we follow. We do have 2 terms that we follow, and class observation is included for the term 1 report. And for term 2 report, we have the periodic test. Please kindly note that it is for 30 marks each, but for grade 4, we have kept the periodic test for PT3 as it is going to be 50 marks. So please note that the 50% of the grading system for their term end report will be from the periodic test, 30% will be from their subject enrichment, and 20% will be from the classroom observation. Monthly progress will be also given out to the students for each month for the term report card as well, will be added to the term end report card. So going forward, we do have subject enrichment. As I said, that apart from the periodic test, the subject enrichment program also plays an very important role. These are interdisciplinary project, which is shown across all subject areas. So a particular theme-based project PBL activities are done, where the students and the teachers work together to make sure that they are able to assess them how well they are able to do these projects. So in these projects is where we make sure that we do have interdisciplinary projects where we make sure that the child's social, emotional, all the skills are completely assessed, and they are added as 30% into the term report card. The coming up to the next 20%, that is the classroom observation. Kindly note that the students, what are the criteria that we need, how responsible they are in their learning practices and in the classrooms, how confident they are to deliver whenever any activities or any show and tell, any role plays, any kind of programs that we do, in which how much confidence they show, how disciplined they are in their class, how neat they appear, and how actively they participate in every classroom activities, how actively they participate in all the school activities, how actively they participate in any competitions that are held in the even though they are not competitive competitions, we do make sure that grade 1 to 4 are not competitive competitions, and everybody is able to give in their best. So we do make sure that how they actively participate in many events. We do have Miss Moita, our activity coordinator, will also talk about all the different activities which are integrated with their learning strategies and learning practices that do we follow, how actively they participate in that. And also the other key role that plays an important in the classroom observation is how punctual they are to school. Punctuality plays a very important role to your parents. Please note that you may think that they're very small and they can take often holidays, which is very common and evident when it comes to long leaves of absentees. I will talk about the leave policy as well. Please kindly note that every day there is something that the children learn in the school. So having children not being punctual to school and being absent actually hampers in their learning practices. So please kindly make sure that they do not take leaves very often, unless and until they're very sick. We do tell that if they're very sick, please do not, because they are very small at this age. They can pass the infection to the others around, or they can catch very infection, which will help them not to recover from their sickness. So next, according to this one, as you are all aware that there has been a change in the uniform for grade 1 and 2 as per as the request, and keeping into consideration many other criteria, as they are very small and they need to do lot of, according to the HPC report card and the new books that we have introduced, as principal ma'am already spoke about these monthly books that we have integrated, which where each book has got a lot of activity oriented teaching learning that they will be learning. So for that, we have introduced the current KG2 uniform as their grade 1 and 2 uniform. So this is the uniform that they will be using for grade 1 and 2 students. And this will be the house uniforms that they will use for the club activities. Whenever there is any club competitions, when there is clubs, they will be wearing according to the club, so that they will know the essence of what club they belong to and how they can make sure that as a school they be part of the club, and how they are gauged when there are any competitions where they are part in making sure that they give in to the club and render. So we do have a red house called the House of Integrity. Green represents the House of Peace, Loyalty, yellow, and blue, Honesty. Then we do have our uniforms as well. PE uniforms are not applicable. Students are to wear formal uniform once a week. And when they have their assembly periods, that's when we are going to make sure that these students will come formally dressed in their house shirts and house activities days. They will wear the house uniforms. Going forward, this is regarding the leave policy, as I was mentioning, for you all to know important things to know regarding the leave policy. If your ward is absent for a day, he or she must produce a leave letter to parents addressing the class teacher, stating the reason for the absence of next day. If the leave is for more than 2 days, then the ward must provide a medical certificate. Please do mention the next criteria regarding the long leave. Parents who are taking long leave should fill the long leave form. You can ask the HRT, she will provide the long leave form, which is subject to approval from principal's decision. Please note that long leaves will not be given for emergency unless and until the child is sick. And kindly note, long leaves as much as avoided is best, because it hampers and hinders the educational journey of the children. Early dispersal and late dispersal, this also I want to make it into understanding that, just before the school is dispersing and parents come 10 minutes or 15 minutes early and ask for dispersal of the students, you have to know that there is a dispersal routine that we follow, and children are already boarding. If they are going to buses, they are already into different classrooms, and from there they go to the buses. So there is a disciplinary committee involved who make sure that they follow certain disciplinary routines to make sure that the dispersal happens smoothly without any problem. So when early dispersals, you come just 10 minutes, that time sometimes the children are already in the buses. So kindly avoid early dispersal just half an hour before the school closes. That will actually not be advisable to take. And late arrival, please note that the class starts at 7:15 sharp. It's the homeroom time. That's the time that the attendance is taken. So late arrival, actually we would have already sent in the NextSquare portal, because all the parents are waiting, because to make sure that their child students have their ward have reached safely. So this if the child comes late, then is marked absent, and then and then when the child comes, if the child is coming through a private transport, and since the teacher who went at 7:15 and marked the attendance, this also hampers that you get anticipated that my child is marked absent but the child has come. So please avoid late arrivals as well. So I hope I am clear with all the things that I had to mention, and further on to tell more about the academic curriculum that we follow. The academic coordinators will give you brief description of all the grades and the books that we follow and everything. Thank you so much once again. We welcome all the parents aboard for the new academic year. We've had a successful academic year, and we do believe that this academic year will be a successful one with all your cooperation. Thank you once again, parents.
you, ma'am, for your valuable insight. Moving forward, I would like to welcome our academic coordinators of Grade 1, Ms. Manju Shias, Grade 2, Ms. Neetu Jaiprakash, Grade 3, Ms. Akita Ratos, and Grade 4, Ms. Sonia Kakkar, to give the overview of the scholastic structure of the curriculum.
Thank you, Ms. Preetham. Good morning, all. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to our parent orientation. I'm Manju Shihas. As a grade 1 coordinator, I'm honored to have the opportunity to guide you and our students through this exciting and important stage of the educational journey. Firstly, I would like to introduce the homeroom teachers. For grade 1, starting with A section, we have Ms. Vaishnavi, 1B, Ms. Ashalata, 1C, Ms. Tessia, 1D, Ms. Ishita, 1E, Ms. Sonu, 1F, Ms. Fatima, 1G, myself, and 1H, Ms. Anupama. Now, moving on to the subjects taught in grade 1, the core subjects are Maths, EVS, English, wherein we have 7 textbooks. Each textbook is integrated with all the core subjects, including balanced literacy, numeracy, general awareness, social, emotional, and ethical learning, and computer as well. We also have a holistic progress journal. Moving to the next slide. To track the progress of students, there is an assessment textbook and 3 practice books for English, Maths, and EVS, and a textbook for Mental Math. Coming to second language books, we have French, Arabic for non-Arabs, Arabic for Arabs, which is mandatory for the Arab nationalities. Moving on to the other second languages, we have Malayalam, Hindi, Tamil, and Kannada. Additionally, we have Qatar History and Islamic, and books are provided by MOE. Arabic nationalities will have textbooks in Arabic for both Qatar History and Islamic. Our curriculum is designed to engage students through a blend of interactive and hands-on activities, incorporating play-based and inquiry-driven learning methods through differentiated instruction. Furthermore, interactive learning and concept recaps will be conducted using iPads, transforming and learning process into a fun and immersive adventure. Clearly, we keep a track on screen time. Evaluation of the monthly assessment will also be based on these activities. Grade 1 is a foundational year where transition from early learning to structured education takes place. It is a time of exploration, curiosity, and growth. During this year, we focus on nurturing essential skills in reading, writing, mathematics, and social interaction. Our goal is to create a supportive and stimulating environment that fosters a love for learning and builds confidence in every child. Before I wrap up, I encourage all parents to help students to build independence. Simple things like packing their own timetable and stationery, taking care of their belongings, and owning their learning and actions make a big difference in the long run. In class, our teachers will also work on strategies to strengthen decision-making, self-help, and organizational skills. We are excited about the year ahead and look forward to working together to provide our students with the best possible learning experience where every child thrives and embraces their full potential. Thank you for your time, trust, and partnership. And with that, I'll pass it over to Ms. Neetu, the Academic Coordinator of Grade 2.
Thank you, Ms. Manju. Good morning, one and all present here, and thank you so much for being here today. I'm Neetu Jaiprakash, Academic Coordinator of Grade 2 at DPS Monarch International School, and I'm very excited to be working with your children this year. I'm really looking forward to getting to know all of you and your children and support their learning journey. As an academic coordinator, my role is to support both the students and you as parents throughout the school year. I'm here to ensure that your child has a positive and enriching learning experience and to help guide them as they learn and grow. I'm very excited to introduce you to the wonderful team of teachers who will be working with your children this year. HRT of 2A, Ms. Richa and Ms. Asma, 2B, Ms. Sabina, 2C will be Ms. Sakshi, 2D will be myself, Neetu. 2E, Miss Zara. 2F, Miss Jinu. 2G, Miss Sarita. 2H, Miss Preetham. 2I, Miss Cheryl. 2J, Miss Seema. 2K, Miss Sumita. 2L, Miss Rishita. 2M, Miss Shivali Kulkarni. Now, let me introduce the books to you. In grade 2, we follow a set of multi-skill course book for foundation stage 5 called as Esther from PMP, Planet Multimedia Publishers. The course book is a set of 7 books that combine subjects like English, math, general awareness, computers, and social, emotional, and ethical learning, which is life skills. All these subjects are integrated into one textbook. Apart from this, we also have practice books, which are separate for English, EVS, and math. Also, we have an assessment book and a book for mental math. The course books are designed to provide exercises and real life applications to reinforce that the concepts are taught really well. For second language, we offer 6 different languages. They are Malayalam, Tamil, Hindi, Kannada, French, and Arabic for Arabs and non-Arabs. Additionally, we have Qatar history books which are provided by the MOE. Arabic nationalities will have the textbooks in Arabic, and the same goes for Islamiyat. So that's it about the books. I would like to conclude with a quote by Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Thank you for entrusting us with your child's education. Let's work together to make this a successful and enriching experience for everyone involved. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you for being here. Now, I would like to call upon Ms. Akita, Academic Coordinator of Grade 3, to take over the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Neetu. Good morning, parents. My name is Akita. I'm the Academic Coordinator for Grade 3. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself and I would like to welcome all the parents on board. Grade 3 is a new grade for them because they'll be learning a very new language, and I'm more than happy to help the parents as well as my students who will be coming on board. As an academic coordinator, I believe that every class teacher and every classroom requires a great foundation, for which we have great teachers on board. I'd like to introduce you to my team. We have Mr. Shahjahan, the HRT for Grade 3A, Ms. Archana, the HRT for 3B, Ms. Ruby, the HRT for 3C, Ms. Nupur, the HRT for 3D, Ms. Mehak, the HRT for 3E, myself as the HRT for 3F. I also have Ms. Priya, the HRT for 3G, Ms. Athira, the HRT for 3H, Ms. Mohita, the HRT for 3I, Ms. Sarvat, the HRT for 3J, Ms. Ritu, the HRT for 3K, and Ms. Joy, the HRT for 3L. Moving forward, when I come to the books, I'd like to introduce you to the books. In English, we will be covering a certain topic during the course of the academic year. We'll be doing nouns, pronouns, articles, adjectives, verbs, and tenses. When it comes to science, we'll be learning living and non-living things, human anatomy, and environment. For maths, we'll be covering geometry, addition, subtraction, division, fraction, time, and money. And in SST, we'll be covering community, occupation, and solar system. I'd like to take you to the third language and the second language books. We also have ICT, art and craft, which the students will be learning. We have 6 second languages that we cover in the course of grade 3. You can see the books on board. We have Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, French, Arabic for non-Arabs, and Malayalam. Please note that Arabic should be taken by native speakers. That has already been informed to you by our HM ma'am. Also, in TL, we have 3 included languages, that is Telugu, Urdu, and Sanskrit. The textbooks are here for you to look at. I would like to end by letting you know, parents, that this is a new language that students will be learning. We need to be more accommodating and more compassionate and let them explore this. And as a coordinator for grade 3, I'm more than happy to help my students that come on board. And as parents, I wish that we have a great partnership to help our kids have a great academic year. Moving forward, I would now like to hand over this to Ms. Sonia, the academic coordinator for grade 4.
morning, everyone. I am Sonia Kakkar, Academy Coordinator of Grade 4, and I would like to welcome everyone to this year's parent orientation. I'm going to brief about the scholastic overview of Grade 4. Moving forward, we have an excellent team of go-getters who ensure that students give their best in every shape and form. Starting from the HRT of 4A, Ms. Sakshi Shah, 4B, Ms. Nishat, 4C, Ms. Ashna, 4D, Ms. Asha, 4E, Ms. Nahid, 4F, Ms. Fatima Shireen, 4G, Ms. Inia, 4H, Ms. Gitanjali, 4I, Ms. Remy, 4J, Ms. Arshin, 4K, Ms. Richie, 4L, Ms. Asia, 4M, Ms. Alagu, and 4N, Ms. Jafina. Now let's begin with the core subject books. Okay, in grade 4, we have 3 books for the English literature, grammar, and the storybook. In English, students will be taught kinds of nouns, subjects, predicate verbs, helping verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and 1 period will be allocated for reading as well. In mathematics, this year we have introduced mental maths, and 1 period will be allocated for mental maths, and all the doubts will be cleared in that class. In mathematics, students will be taught large numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and advanced geometry will also be introduced. In social studies, students will learn about the government system, about famous personalities, transport, industries, and agriculture. And in science, adaptation of plants and animals, life cycle of animals, and about water and air. Moving to the next slide, then we have, in DPS Monarch, we offer 6 different languages. For SL, we offer Hindi, French, Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, and Arabic. And here for native Arabs, it is mandatory for the students to select Arabic as a second language. Let's move to the next slide for third languages. Now, third languages are introduced in grade 3 and students study till grade 8. And in TL, we offer the same languages as we offer in second language. We have an extra of Telugu, Sanskrit, and Urdu. Let's move to the next slide. We have ICT, Qatar history, and Islamiyat. And please note that it is mandatory for the Muslim students to study Islamiyat, and rest of the students will take life skills. Please note that there will be no specific book for the life skills. Students will be given hands-on experience by giving them different activities in the class. Moving to the next slide. Apart from SIAS and Pearson app, teachers facilitate their sessions by using various online platforms like Kahoot to make the learning more interesting, Map Skills in Google Earth for pointing neighboring countries to their flags and capitals. Nearpod will be used for interactive learning. We inspire our students by organizing role-play activities related to famous personalities and leaders across the world, quizzes and 1-minute challenges to make the classes interesting and impactful. Platforms like TED will be introduced to the students for inculcating critical thinking in students that will motivate them to put forward their views. That's it from the academic team. Now I will hand over to the activity coordinator, Ms. Mohita Ralan. Mohita ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. Dear parents, good morning. I, Mohita Ralan, Activity Coordinator, grade 1 to 4, will give you a brief idea on the activities that we are planning to conduct this year. And of course, we have conducted throughout the years. It has been a shining year prior to this. We believe in fostering a well-rounded development for our students through a variety of engaging activities throughout the year. These activities are, of course, designed as per the values of our school. These activities are designed to enhance their knowledge, skills, and their social responsibility. As we know, that social responsibility, emotional responsibility, all these things are important as far as the co-curricular activities are concerned. Further on, we move to the different houses that we have. Can we move to the next slide, please? So we have 4 houses as such, and the first house is the honesty house. As per our values go, the honesty house says be yourself. And then we have the next house, which is the integrity house, which says do right, which is in line with our values, of course. And then we have the loyalty house, which is be trustworthy. Then we have the next house, which is the peace house, which says to create a harmony between all the houses. Let's move on to the next slide, please. These houses focus on various development and engagement of the students within their own school. Various sport activities like football, basketball in these houses, inter-school and intra-school activities are conducted. Time to time quizzes, talent shows, and poster designings are done. Then we have the clubs. Let's move on to the clubs of grade 1. Yes, we do have clubs in grade 1 and 2. As you can see here in the slide, there are many clubs as such. Students can opt in for book bus club, fireless, cooking club, Zumba, origami, public speaking. So they will get a hands-on experience like the book bus club. It actually develops their reading skills, enhancing their comprehension, fostering a love for literature. Yes, and the fireless cooking, of course. This is for all the children, be it a boy, be it a girl. Let them learn how to have a safe and handy thing in their cooking skills. Of course, creative meals are being made in this. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Okay, yes, our students do participate in many competitive areas also, giving them a sense of gain of recognition or responsibility, you can say. Some of these are mentioned in here, like the NOF. NOF is there. Then we have the inter-school competitions, which give them a challenge, a fruitful, gain through the future challenges. Let's move on to the next slide, please. We do have special assemblies. As you can say, we have special assemblies for Father's Day, which make them recognize the importance of various relations in their life. We do have special assemblies for Earth Day, Environment Day. We celebrate these days to raise awareness about the environmental issues and inspire eco-friendly practices. Students actively participate in this activity, and I would request the parents also to do the same. Let them actively participate as per their own interest, as we know that every child is different. So let them participate as per their own interest. So students actively participate in the activities like tree plantation, waste management, and then creating eco-conscious projects also. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Thank you. Okay, yes, we do have a set plan for the next year, upcoming year, as I'll be taking the charge and I'll make sure that we have cultural fest. We have the UNSDG thing, which encourages their science aspect. Yes, the math, science, integration of all these things is very much important. They should know through their basic life skills that how these particular subjects can be inculcated in day-to-day life. And then we have the Children's Day Assembly, Gandhi Jayanti, so that they further get a knowledge about their own country and further on. Certainly, we'll be looking forward to a holistic development of our students this year, activities planned for the upcoming year. And then, of course, we have we have a glimpse of different activities that were done last year. So I have some certain photograph sets that I want to showcase to every parent. And I believe there are certain children also that must be, of course, there looking forward to how the activities were held. We do have clubs in 3 and 4 also. Yes, the almost a similar type of clubs like Western dance, recycling, little chef. So they can participate as their own interest. Let's show a glimpse of the next of the last year's activities and the activities that we have done throughout these years. So these are certain activities, as you can see, they were like STEM Week, UNSDG, wherein the students wholeheartedly participated. As you can see, their outcome and their work that they have done, it has been a commendable year. Let's move on to the next slide, please, and show all the photographs to the children and to the parents. Yes, we had an annual day celebration also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So as you can see, parents, I'll be looking forward to your support throughout the year. Yes, of course, our children will shine bright. Thank you so much. Signing off from my side. Let's go to the next slide.
Thank you, Ms. Mohita, for this valuable insight of the activities and events of our school. Now, moving forward, I would like to welcome our IT technologist, our IT head, Mr. Binoy, from the IT department to give the overview of our school technology.
Hello. I hope everyone can hear me.
Mr. Vinay,
Sorry
you're
for the
audible.
delay. Just give me a second. Okay, so dear parents, thank you all for joining today. Good morning. So my name is Vinoy Vijay Kumar. I am the head of IT. And today I'll be explaining the school portals and Microsoft 365 accounts and our IT policies. At Monarch, one of our core visions is to be technology driven, where we leverage the latest digital tools and platforms to enhance learning, communication, and administrative processes. So behind the scenes, our IT team of 5 dedicated professionals, including me, works tirelessly to ensure that all our digital systems run smoothly. So today I'll be walking you through the key topics covered in our parent guide, which includes, move on to next slide, please. Next one, please. Yeah. Parent portal and Zenda app, student Microsoft account and usage of Pearson app, about school social media platforms, communication between parent and school, and some school policies. So parent portal and Zenda app, it is the basic application we are using for student records, to keeping all the student records and all. So in the dashboard, login application, these are the features available, like application dashboard, notifications, attendance. You can track your attendance, leave histories, fee payment, receipt history, all will be available. So let's dive into the details of school portal and Zenda app. The school portal is your go-to platform for everything related to your child's academic journey. So you can find, this is a Zenda application for the school portal. Zenda application means mobile platform. So it can be downloaded from the Play Store or App Store. Once downloaded, you can open and register your account with your school provided email ID or phone number. You will get a registered email ID or OTP in the phone number. Enter that and click continue to open. Next slide. Okay. You can access the portal through web browser as well. You can go to www.portal.misdoha.com. The same method, you can register and you will be going to the dashboard. Moving on. And this is the dashboard available. All the details will be visible here, and you can go to all the other options through here. So the next one is the notifications. You can stay updated with the important announcements, circulars, and alerts from this from the school. You will receive notifications through the bell icon, which will be redirect to you to the relevant information. Next one is the attendance. Keep track of your child's attendance, including holidays, late arrivals, and absences here. Next one will be the leave history. Here, you can stay, if your child needs to take a leave, you can apply for it here. Just make sure to provide a valid medical certificate when required. Next one is fee payment. View outstanding fees, payment details. You can also pay fees directly through the portal using Doha credit card payment gateway. Next one is receipt history. Access all fee transactions and receipts. You can even initiate new payments from here. Next one is the assessments. Check your child's academic progress, including term and monthly cards. This year, we have introduced a new holistic report card that provides a comprehensive overview of your child's development, including academic performance, social skills, emotional well-being, and extracurricular achievements. This report card aims to give you a more complete picture of your child's growth and progress in all areas of school life. Next one is coursework. Access learning plans, assignments, homework, study materials shared by the teachers. Next one will be the in-mail, communication directly with the teachers and school through this feature. You can send any messages here, and through the portal, you'll be getting the response as well. So here are some facts, general facts available. You can check the doubts here, check and clarify the doubts here. This file will be shared to all of you through email. If you have any more concerns, you can send your queries to itsupport@misdoha.com. Anything related to the technical support, you can send it to itsupport@misdoha.com. Next slide, please. Yes, this is the email ID. Moving on. So next one is Microsoft Office 365 integration. We also use Microsoft Office 365 for email and Teams meeting. So you can use the Outlook application available, and Teams also is available in the same package. So the first one is Microsoft Mail. Access your child's email through Outlook. You can send, receive, and manage emails, and even change the password if needed. So you can access this through any of the platform. Like in mobile, you can download Outlook application, and you can log in through that. And in browser, if you go to Office 365, you can log in with the email ID we have given. Then you will be able to access the Outlook and Teams application platforms. Moving on. Next slide, please. Yeah. Okay, so this is how you change your password. In the right side top, there you can find the profile button. Then if you click that, you can view the account option. Then there you can change the password. The next one is Teams button. In the left side top, there is a grid button. If you click that, inside that Teams application will be available. You can go to Teams application. Moving on. So in the Teams, you can join the scheduled classes. This is where the online classes happen. So here you can check your email from Teams meeting invite, click join meeting and all. You can find it here. Calendar option. Calendar option is where all your details of your ward scheduled classes and all will be available in the calendar icon. Next one is the activity icon. Here you can see the assignments, notes, videos, all the class recordings, all will be available in the activity. This one is the assignments. This is for future purposes. And the next one is once you join the meeting, you can end the meeting through going like this. Moving on. Okay, next one is the Pearson app. We use the Pearson app for accessing digital textbooks and learning resources. Here's how to get started. Log in or register with any email ID, like your personal email ID or school provided email ID. We encourage you to use the school provided email ID to log in. And yeah, first you have to register with the email ID. Once you enter the register button, and one link will be sent to your email ID. Moving on. So once you receive a link like this, you can activate the account through that, and you will be able to log into the Pearson app. All this Pearson app is supported externally. If you have any queries related to Pearson app, you can either contact through their email ID or their toll-free number. They will guide you. So once you log into the Pearson app, you can click on the plus icon to add the textbook. There will be a code behind the textbook, physical textbook. That code can be entered here. Then the textbook will be added here. So if you forget the password, you can click on the trouble logging in, and you can reset the password like this. So the next one is social media and communication platform. Actually, here we have 4 social media accounts like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We encourage you to follow our official social media platform for updates and announcements. Next one is the communication platform. The first one is, like I said, you can communicate through school portal. Next one is email, WhatsApp, and SMS. Email will be more preferable because we can send and you can send and receive the emails through that. WhatsApp only will be one side. Like whenever we have a notification, we will be sending through WhatsApp as well. SMS is for emergency purpose. Like if we have any emergency, we will be notifying through SMS. Next one is the school policies. We do have school policies for all departments, especially for IT as well. You can find all these school policies available in the school website and in the school portal as well. Moving on. So finally, I'm concluding. So feel free to reach out for any assistance, and thank you for partnering with us to support your child's success. We look forward to a productive year ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insight on our school technology. Furthermore, parents, as we've almost come to the end of the parent orientation session, should you have any queries, kindly drop your message in the chat box.
Good morning, parents. I can see that you have raised a few questions. First question, this is regarding the how the 365 degrees. I think so. Mr. Binoy mentioned regarding the mail ID and the password. I think so, Mr. Binoy, we will be sharing that with all the parents, so you can get it from the IT support team if there's any concerns that you are facing regarding that. Regarding one more thing was about the book distribution. If on 29th we will wait for directive, like whether Eid will be declared. If Eid is declared for 30th, then 31st we will have the big book distribution. If Eid is not declared for 30th, then if it's declared on 31st, then 30th we will be having the book distribution for that particular grade. Yes, you can also collect with your book distribution. Also, the uniforms are available, so you can collect that as well. Any other questions? Ms. Preetham, can you read out the questions so that we are aware what are the questions, because we're not able to see it. Regarding one more thing, the teachers and the team, today the welcome letter, we were waiting for the parent orientation to finish so that officially all the teachers could be introduced on this platform. Today the welcome letter as well as the broadcast groups will be created so that further communication with your homeroom teacher you can have. and get to know about the class and all the other informations. We also want to tell that since parents, many requested, because from KG2 to grade 1, there's a very difficult transition happening in the timings of the school. So to make sure that this transition happens gradually, so the first 5 working days will be dispersal with the kindergarten students for grade 1 students, so that they can go along and they can settle themselves, because otherwise it wouldn't be overwhelming for them. Yes, there is a specific model of, we do have iPads. iPad circular will be sent to you, and after that we will give you the date, because for the first month, because we will be the collection, there will be a specific date that we will give for iPad collection. Then the parents will come with the specific information that we would want the parents to give, and meet the homeroom teacher of their ward, and then give the iPads to them. The model also will be in the circular that we will be sharing through the IT team. The books the revised books have been integrated in grade 3. So if there is a change, the change will be the same publication, same books are introduced, but then the revised version, as per as the NEP 2020, there were certain criteria that they had to revise. So the revision of the books have happened. So that also will be told to you all when you get the books. Yes, you've also asked that whether these slides will be shared. Yes, this is a recorded session. So the recordings of the session will be put up in all the social media platforms. So those parents who have missed today's program can be able to get information through it. NOF, the prestigious Olympiad NOF was introduced. We are still working. We will see about the SOF platform if there is. So as we have already integrated with one Olympiad, so we are going forward with the NOF, because it has been successfully doing over all the grades from grade KG kindergarten 1 to grade 12 now. You can connect with the bookstores regarding the purchase of uniforms. If parents have not collected still, as they're new joining, you can connect with the book and uniform store, and you can collect the books. We have mentioned very clearly any change in these changes in collection of book distribution or anything, we will immediately send a circular. And if there are sudden changes done, we do have, as Mr. Vinoy told about the SMS messages that we send. We will be sending, even when it comes to, even sometimes we have a little late dispersal due to the events that are happening in the school. If there was delay in one of these events or the change in the venue of dispersal, we do send immediate messages, and even the teachers do, homeroom teachers do put it on the broadcast groups. For regarding the textbook collection, we do have this Tiki you can also pay on your online platforms. So if parents have paid through the online platform, the books, then these books will be given as per as you know that few classes we are giving it to the homeroom teacher, and through the teacher the books will be coming to the students. So if there is any difficulty, we will do, we have mentioned regarding this. Kindly note, parents, iPads have to be Apple, because a certain integration that we do with the Pearson platform, and as per as grade 1 and 2, we have the LMS software from the PMP publishers now being introduced. So they are applicable only because, and also to keep, a track on the iPads with Android. There are certain things like, firewall and all that cannot be done and accommodated. So we cannot have any other notepads except for iPads, Apple iPads only. you are not able to see the school campus, please do note that when you come for you collecting the books and uniforms, you can have request the reception. They will arrange for this book school tour as well. There is parents, please note that we have very well informed about the language policy. What from grade 1, what you choose as the second language will continue for them all through their grade levels. If there is a change that happens, there is a language change, language policy. There's a language proficiency test that we will take. So if in this language proficiency test, the students get the mark required for them to pass, then only this change can happen. For grade 1 students, because we are aware that sections are created because of the languages as well. We have Hindi sections, which are only Hindi sections, then other sections are allocated through mixed languages. So there are certain allotment of seats. After that, we will be not able to cater to the, to make sure that the language change cannot happen. For third language change also the same thing, language proficiency test is that you have to request the homeroom teacher for the language change, and then after the language proficiency test taken, then only we can have the change in the third language. A circular will be sent regarding the sports activities, which will be done after the school. Kindly note, we have already taken an initiative to have water alarm bells. We have designed our own water alarm bell, which will be followed in this next academic year. So that is already taken into consideration. Anything regarding the fee related concerns that you have, I can see that you have also asked for the transportation fees. You can mail to the fees in charge. They will share all the information regarding it. Even in the portal also, the fee details have been shared. So you can, third language is from grade 3 onwards. In first grade 1 and 2, we do not have third language. Third language is from grade 3 till grade 8 only. From grade 9, we do not have third language in CBSE curriculum. We are well noted about the IDP concern that you are having. Please note the IDP concern. IDP program is where parents also play an active part in it. Regarding the materials and which you have said that it should be explained through DCU. We will make sure that a broadcast message also is sent to make sure that the IDP program happens very successfully. It happens in the 2 academic year. UNSDG activities and the STEAM week is already mentioned in the calendar. So we do send circulars well in advance regarding the whole IDP program, where also the materials required are also sent. There's no specific model. iPads, Apple iPads from grade 1 to 12 is the grade 1 to 5 is the same. According to the CBSE's curriculum, music and dance classes are compulsory. Publics, I can see that some parent has addressed that can we opt for public speaking and other curricular activities. Public speaking and other curricular activities are there in the club periods. We do have 2 club periods where we will be emphasizing on different areas of learning, which are social and economical and critical thinking to evolve in the children's learning journey. So those are this. According to art integration, according to the CBSE NEP program, which was released in 2019, art integration, so music and dance are compulsory subjects for the students. A holistic report card, which I have see a parent who has written that PT1 and PT2, PT3 marks were not put up in the holistic report card. Please note, the holistic report card is a assessment, as we said, that the assessment components of assessment include all the dimensional of learning practices that are done. So these marks, the PT marks are already shared through the question papers that you get as parents get. In the holistic report card, according to the NEP 2020 guidelines, we are not we are not supposed to be writing the marks for any child, which only the key descriptors. So if you see the strands that we have mentioned there, it caters to all the holistic learning of the child's progress all through the academic journey of term 1 and term 2. So that is also there. And there was a few queries regarding the family pictures or any pictures that are coming in the holistic report. Kindly note that every holistic report card is designed for the each and every child. So any pictures, if you have noticed the holistic report card, when we are going to give you on hard copy, they will not they will contain only QR codes. When you open the QR code, you will see the profile photos or family pictures. So discretion of not having the family pictures to be seen by all, we have kept it. So it is a kind of a QR code. When you open the QR code, you will see the photos. The presentation will be shared, as I told, in all the digital platforms. As I mentioned, many parents had concerns that when we have in grade 1 and 2 activity-based learning, as you know, it is play-based learning methods that has been introduced, because now grade 1 and 2 comes under the foundational stage. From kindergarten to grade 2 is foundational program that is now, which is done by the CBSE curriculum. So we have made sure that all, if you've seen the book, when the books will be given, even it includes all the activity materials that are required from the school portfolio that the child will create for each child, the school portfolio which will be created, the file, the activities, everything will be in the kit. So parents do not need to send any papers or any materials for grade 1 and 2, because there will be a lot of activity based learning, which will also see, because they, after grade 2, they will go to a level that grade 3 onwards, you will have periodic assessments, and activity based learning will be there, but there will be other level of learning practices, teaching practices that will be inculcated in the learning journey. So the transition, so to make sure that the transition is not a huge transition, so we do have PT tests, PT periodic tests, which are ongoing assessments. As I mentioned earlier, there is no assessments from grade 1 to 4. PT syllabus are always shared well in advance. So we'll make we do make sure that the syllabus is shared well in advance, and specifically the assessments subjects, or also the assessment program for these PT are already in the school almanac. So what assessment on what date will already be mentioned there. So you parents can have a look in the school almanac and know about the assessment details for this child. PT exams for grade, all grades, across all grades from grade 1 to 12 will be thrice a week, not twice a week. Stationary kits are only provided for grade 1 and 2 as through the new holistic approach of teaching practices. We do have this. Phonetic classes are also involved. We have, as Principal Ma'am has already mentioned, there is a specific reading period now being added into their curriculum so that we can improve their reading skills, communication skills. Lot of programs, as the academic coordinators have given you a brief understanding of how we inculcate different teaching pedagogies to make sure that their learning practices happen at the best, where they learn a lot of things through creative thinking skills, their communication skills, their self-management skills improves to the best. You are aware that the term 1 PT syllabus of 1 is very less, because we do have our PT 1 in the month of June, and April children are actually, initially when we start, we do have something called diagnostic assessment and bridge learning program. So bridge learning program, after the diagnostic assessment, we do have a bridge learning program, and only few chapters are done in the PT before the PT1. So the syllabus of PT1 is little less compared to PT2 and PT3. You are aware that all the syllabus, we do have certain, we have also made sure now, since grade 1 and 2 is a transition to this new assessment programs that we have done. So there will be some assessments which will be task-based assessments, and not only in PT. So a few chapters will be done on task-based assessments, or they're learning other assessments through quizzes, through role plays and everything. As you know that the holistic report card also has integration of parents also being part of these assessments. So we will be having student-led conferences in grade 1 and 2, where students will have a complete presentation of all the learning strategies all through the year being showcased in these student-led conference that will be at the end of the academic year, where the parents will come to assess their wards to know how well they have learned in each subject. Parents, we are well noted with this that you have written regarding when any activities that, any things that have to be arranged. We will make sure that it is told well in advance for any activities or events that we have in the school. Ms. Preetham, is there any question that I've missed?
No, ma'am. Regarding water bill, ma'am, I think you have mentioned, right?
Yeah, but water bill also I've mentioned.
Ma'am, the times of the school remain the same?
Yes, 7:15 to 1:50. Yes, the 9 period timings will not change. Only as I mentioned earlier, grade 1 will have only the first 5 working days will be with the kindergarten dispersal. The rest of, after that, the rest of the timings will become 7:15 to 1:50. Kindly note, parents, please make sure that the students reach on time. We have seen a lot of parents, bring students even at 8 o'clock. So kindly request you not to do so, because it hampers the whole schedule for the day for the students. PT1 exam will be in June after the short Eid al-Adha holidays. We will be having our PT1 exam. The school almanac will have all the assessment details, and also on which day which subject assessment will happen. kindly note that every day there is a certain book distribution happening, not coming on that day and on another day. I know it can be accommodated, but then there are already another group, grade level parents who are waiting for that day. So that day, there will be a huge rush for that grade level parents. So it will be difficult for any other grade level coming on that day to collect the books and uniform. As I
Ma'am,
mentioned earlier, the section of second language change, second language subject change in grade 3. As I mentioned earlier, the language proficiency test will be taken. We do make sure that the daily class DCU will have the daily class updates of the robotics as well in the DCU. Yes, you do receive a notification that the child has reached safely, because there is the attendance that we is marked and put on the portal. So you will know that the child has safely reached school. As we have told, in EP periods, we do have enrichment program based lesson plans. We do not have screen time only. If there is any concern regarding this, we will look into it. Yes, you will be provided the hard copy of the holistic report card at the beginning when your ward comes on 8th of April. Every child will receive the hard copy of the holistic report card, which the child will bring. The next grade level, like if it's for grade 1 students, the grade 2 homeroom teacher will give the hard copy, and for grade 2 students, grade 3 teacher will give the hard copy. It is also applies for even the other report cards also will be given hard copy for everybody. Yes, even though there is this one, the books department and distribution will happen according to this one. There will be no change. The book department and the accounts department will be working on all holidays. Thank you for sharing the concern about DCUs not being updated on time. We'll look into it minutely. About club activities and music activities, there is a circular that will be shared to all the parents for you all to opt. In grade 3 and 4, we do give options for the what to choose. There will be 2 options that we ask you all to tick, and accordingly we will give them that club activity. And for grade 1 and 2, every month there is a different club activity. That is, we make sure that all the clubs are integrated all throughout the academic year of the child, so that they are part of every club activity, because in grade 1 and 2 it makes in the holistic growth development and learning strategies, and children are open to learn many things. But after grade 3 onwards, there are specific clubs that they will be going in the club period. And we have made sure, as well as the concern that parents raise, that robotic clubs should not happen simultaneously for the grade 1 and 2 students, because they're learning so many other clubs. So we made sure, please note that robotics is also part of the club program for 3 and 4. So if you opt for robotics, then the child will go for robotics program, and the rest of the students in other club activities. There are 2 lunch breaks. There is a short lunch break and a long lunch break for the students for all grades. In the grade 1, that's what I said, that it will be monthly based book practices. So the rest of the books will be in the lockers in the school. According to the monthly books, the books will be provided for the child. According to the CBSE program that we have, that has been introduced, that the bag should be very light. This program has been inculcated for them. So after the the monthly book is over, we will be giving the books to you all to keep it at home. But rest of the books will be with us. And all the activities, because to make sure that the worksheets and all not to be, not to have that. So there are, as Ms. Neetu and Ms. Manju shared the books, there are activity books for English and math and all the other all other core subjects. So there are activities, worksheets also, which is designed in this new curriculum that we have introduced now. Thank you, parents. We will note that cleaning of washrooms and hygiene in school is priority for us. So we will make sure that we do have surprise checks by all the coordinators and teachers to go and see, and there is a report that we file. We will make sure that proper cleaning of washrooms and hygiene is maintained in the school premises. Thank you so much, parents, once again for being part of this orientation. I hope most of your queries and are answered. Once again, thank you for joining us. We are hoping for a very successful academic year. As we said, that as partnering with you is a key important role part of the curriculum growth of the child. So we wish each one of us all the best for a great academic journey that we are going to begin with your ward and with you as well, to collaborate all three to work together as partners in making that the child learns utmost in every area of learning that we want to. As we said, that we are child-centric, value-based and technology-driven schools to make sure that the social, economic, social and physical development of the child, to make them lifelong learners. So thank you for collaborating, and we make sure that this will be a very successful journey for all of us. Ms. Preetham, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, one and all. A very special thanks to all the parents for joining the orientation and making it a success. All of you have a wonderful day.